Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 11th race in our Rookies Road series here at Anti-Stall Racing. Today we are with the Radicals around Oulton Park, and joining me in the box is Edward. How are you doing today?
Well, good. It's been a pretty long day, but yeah, happy to be back here. To watch these races. I haven't seen a race from this league in a long way. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since the last race, and it was the first league that I commented, and it's always beautiful to come back here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting race today. It's been a while since we've driven these cars. I only got a smaller grid today, which is why we're actually testing our first ever stream on YouTube here. So yeah, we're just going to find out how it goes, really. See what sort of quality we can get out of the streaming service. We've got Kansas Gentry going purple at the minute, although that doesn't mean too much quite yet, because it is only the beginning of qualifying.
We were seeing there a very interesting livery. I don't know who was running that livery, but it was, something that you wouldn't see in a real life race. Anyways, we're seeing a lot of purple sectors. Obviously, no one said at the time it was so far, so obviously everyone will try to go as fast as possible. 15 minutes of qualifying, and then we will go racing here at Oulton Park. We are not joined today by Kevin Stam or Joe Taberner, the drivers that are first and second in the Drivers' Championship. So that's always a little bit sad to see, but most probably Joe Taberner will be champion this season.
Yeah, well, he's been absolutely rapid through the entire thing so far, so I wouldn't be surprised. And he has joined us since the very first Rookies race as well. So, he's got a bit of advantage over the guys that have turned up a bit later, which we have got a few new faces here today that have been dragged in from our GT3 races over Christmas and also our latest W12 series as well. So, welcome to those. I'm currently watching one of them right now, Kansas Gentry, who's gone P1 with a 120.9. Elias Stroman just behind, 7/10 behind that.
So, Kansas Gentry is leading the way. You were talking about new faces. We're having a new face actually leading the qualifying.
Elias going purple now. I think he's possibly going to get that P1 slot away from Kansas there. Another one of our rather speedy drivers, but has come under a lot of bad luck during the races recently, although he does have quite a few podiums with us.
That Schumer goes over the line and is in first place. Gets that provisional pole position. Leon Van Elwood goes second. He improves his time. Only 11 tenths between the first and second driver so far.
Yeah, quite a lot of the grid during practice, which happened just before this for the past hour and a half, was looking fairly close together. So it's it was looking fairly spread apart. So it's quite nice to see these top two guys, or even top three, really, reasonably close now. Hopefully, will lead to some good racing.
It's on a ridge race. It's time. He's only 5th place, but we're still seeing some purple sectors. Elias Stromer, 3 purple sectors. Leon Van Elwood set a purple sector in the first one, so we should be keeping an eye on him. We are now watching now. We are watching him now, and well, he was the guy with that pretty strange livery. Anyways, he's now rounding out the lap on the straight line till the finish line. So he's still second. because Elias Stromer improved his time 6/10 of a second.
Yeah, that's a pretty huge gap now. Elias really showing his speed there.
Yeah, and we've seen Elias in the past races. He's absolutely rapid with his cars. He's one of the best drivers with the radicals. He wasn't that far up with the Formula V's that we raced before, but with these cars, it's absolutely amazing. But again, you gotta think about the fact that Joe Taberner is not in the league anymore. Kevin Stam is not in the league anymore. Benny Fidge is not racing today. So these three drivers were the ones that were pretty much stealing the show every race, and without them, we have some different names in the lead, and now is Elias Stromer. Anyways, Gerard, we've watched this league since the start with the MX5s and then the Formula Vs. Like, what would you make of this season so far?
Well, it's lots and lots and lots of different races, really. I think there's not really one way to summarise it. The MX5s are great in their own little way, you know, a good starter to going into GT3 eventually. And then there's the Formula Vs, which, you know, my personal favourite out of this entire series so far, just because they're damn fun to drive. And then there's the Radicals, which seems to be the common step up to go towards LMP2s, which is probably why Elias is doing so well at the minute, considering he tends to drive the LMP cars. But yeah, I don't think there's a single way you can describe it other than it's been an absolute roller coaster. And hopefully we'll get some more races that are absolute roller coasters later in the season as well.
Yeah, I completely agree to that. And you've mentioned that these cars are pretty close to the LMP2s. I've seen that Antistol might race with some LMP2s or with some LMP1s. I'm not really sure, but anyways, that would be a pretty fun race.
Yeah, we do have an endurance team who's going to be racing the 24 Hours of Daytona, or was it already the 24 Hours of Daytona? I've been a bit out of the loop for the past few days, but yeah, that was certainly a thing that happened. And I did see in the Discord as well an ASR livery for an LMP1, which I haven't bothered to check out quite yet, but it'd be very interesting to find that out, what they're considering to do with that.
Yeah, I've seen the car and I was like, wow, are we going to race with LMP1? So it doesn't look like we will. But anyways, Daytona 24 Hours, always a very interesting race. In the real life, in the virtual world, it's always an amazing race to watch. Anyways, everyone, I think, is now in the pit lane, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, everybody's completed their qualifying laps. We do only have, I believe, 3 or 4 qualifying laps that they can do during these rookie races. So we're just waiting for everybody to get out the cars so we can speed on the session to the main event. And thank you, Kevin, in the chat for clarifying that Daytona 24 Hour is in 2 weeks' time. I think it was the 6 hours that was this weekend then.
So, the standings as of now, with everyone finishing their laps, Elias Stromer will start from pole position with Leon Van Elvoet in second place, Kansas Gentry in third place, and Steven Leonard in fourth place. So the second row will be a full American one. Then we will have Victor Hansen in fifth place, Scott Smith in sixth place, Ethan Ridgway and Nicolas Hansen will be in the fourth row, and in the fifth row we will have Manuel Gomez, the Spanish driver, and Hugo Sjurgen will start in last place. So, we are now preparing for the first race. Obviously, first race with the qualifying grid. The second one will be with the reverse grid from the standings of the first race that's happening now.
Waiting for everybody to grid up. We've got 4 more drivers that we're waiting for. And a beautiful variation of liveries as well. We see Elias Stromer there in P1 in his usual sort of multicoloured cyan and magenta car. Here's some engines revving and the light.
So the lights are out. We will have 5 lights out of drivers and away we go. Hugo Sjorgen already does an overtake there.
Oh no! Flying car. That was a little bit too much gas there.
There's another one.
And a shunt.
The driver that started from pole position is round.
So it was Leon van Elwood who spun off the start line. Very, very unfortunate there. I'm just trying to find out what happened to Elias. We're going to go to a replay of Elias. So that may have been Kansas, I think.
Safety car.
Straight to a lap 1 safety car. So Kansas got away from that quite nicely. Straight into P1.
So Kansas Gentry started in 3rd place. He's now leading the race.
I think. Yeah, Ethan Ridgway's gone to P2 there. I think it was Victor Hansen who touched the grass and spun into Elias as well. Elias now P8 in the pits. Yeah, so we were talking about his bad luck in qualifying and it seems to have struck again.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention Ethan Ridgway started in 7th place. He's now in 2nd place. So that's an incredible recovery to do in only, 2 corners of racing.
I mean, you can also mention that both P2 and P3 have gone up by 5 places.
Yeah, it confused me because there are 2 Hansen in the race, and on my paper I only wrote Hansen, so that's pretty confusing. Anyways, I wonder what happened to Leon van Elwood because he started in 2nd place, then the next thing we know, he was flying. Anyways, there was and we're seeing even more incidents here with, I think that's Scott Smith overtaking some cars under the safety car. So it's madness. It has been crazy. This league has been crazy since the first race. Even with the Formula V's, you can always go and watch the clips from Twitch. You can see some mad incidents and some mad things that happened. Today we've seen again something very interesting, and I think we have 2 retirements. Hugo Sjorgen is out of the race, and also is Manuel Gomez.
I don't think they graded up at all. I don't think they took part. So I don't think they were intending on racing in the first place. Got some support for Victor in the chat there.
Elias is still in the pit lane, Gerard. Is that race over?
Oh, okay. He hasn't got out the car, so I'm wondering if he's towing. But I can't imagine it would have taken that long to tow, but I guess he was just past the start line. Yeah. Curious. Got a spin.
Nicola Hansen.
Yeah, got a spin under safety car from Nicolas Hansen. And you don't usually want that sort of embarrassment during a race, but occasionally it does happen.
Anyways, everyone was a gentleman there. They let him go back in their place. Beautiful thing to see. Very wholesome. Anyways, a lot of bad luck for Elias because he started in pole position. He got out of the race and he got into the wall with no fault of his own, and now he's in the pit lane and he's stuck there for 1 lap.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to rejoin for the second race because by finishing last he will be able to start first in the second race. So that'll be his chance of redemption if he chooses to do so. I can't imagine that he's going to rejoin now after going nearly 2 laps down.
Maybe that's strategy, Gerard. He stays 1 more lap and then he just, goes for the fastest lap.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, very, very much potentially, because he will still earn some points from this if he stays last.
Anyways, Kansas Gentry is now leading the race, the driver for the West team, as we are seeing in the bottom of our screen, bottom of his name. So we are having an American in first place and an American in second place, if I'm not wrong.
No, Ethan in second place is from the UK.
Oh, so that's Steven Leonard is from USA.
And then we have Nicolaj Hansen in P3 from Norway.
Yeah, a lot of different countries, and you know, it's always beautiful to see that drivers from all around the world and people that will probably never meet each other are coming together to race in this league. In these leagues, for me, it's always amazing to see. And I know that some leagues at the end of the season, the drivers meet each other and they throw a party, and you know, it's always incredible to see because you know you are racing against some humans that you will probably never see, and it's so much tension between these drivers because I was just reading the drivers chat the other day, and the passion that these guys put in these leagues, it's absolutely amazing. From the driver that is leading the race to the driver that is pretty much always last to the organizers, and you know, to everyone, it's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're starting to pull in a few of our friends from America as well now, which is always fantastic because, you know, the times we race at, they're not usually the easiest times to join for Americans, you know, because they're usually between 5 to 8 hours behind us. So, yeah, it's good to see some of them here as well.
So we are still having the safety car on track. I don't know for how much longer the safety car will be staying out. Elias Stromer is out of the pit lane.
The lights are still on, so it's not coming in yet. Wondering if race control is going to give us any clarification on this one. Usually it is 3 laps. So it should go in this lap, I believe. And the tyres on these radicals are going to be freezing cold by the end of this. So I expect we're going to see some turn 1 lockups and potentially a turn 1 spin after this safety car goes in. If any of those racers are listening to us, make sure you watch out for that one. Don't downshift too quickly, otherwise you will lock your ears and spin around.
Anyways, I'm just watching the map of the Oulton Park, and it's such a fast track, and it looks so fun to drive. I've said already that I've read the driver's chat, and there was, look at Elias Stromer going there. It's absolutely flying past the safety car.
Oh, Elias has been given a wave around, so he will get a lap back.
Yep, but he will still be a lap down.
Yeah, he still will be a lap down. And the lights are still on the safety car. I don't think it's going to go in this time. I think it's got to wait for Elias to come back. Got to wait for the line to join again. As in actual racing rules, all the back marks that have been let past do have to be lining up before the restart. Although the lights have just gone off, and they're lining up double stacked, meaning I think we're going to see a restart this time round.
Yeah, we've mentioned about lap cars being led by, and this has been such a controversial subject in the last month that, you know, it's a taboo subject to talk about today.
yeah, I think it will be probably for the next year or so.
Yeah. Anyways, will Elias have time to come back and to queue up with his drivers, because he's in the lap with the leader?
Well, we can see his dot on the map right now. All of our viewers can also see the map. As you mentioned it, I did put it on screen so that people can see what you were talking about. Car number 8 is coming round the final corner down the main stretch, so he will easily reach the pack before they restart. Everybody madly heating their tyres up now, as they probably should be, because these radicals are going to be freezing cold and their engines are going to be super hot from the lack of airflow.
Gerard, Elias just at the fastest lap. But Elias will come back, will queue up, and he will have hot tires.
That's a very, very good point. He will have much hotter tyres than everybody else, but he will have to make it through the rest of the pack. You know?
He's in lap with the... Yeah, he's in lap with the leader. And with hot tires, you can make up so many places. Like, we've seen both Ridgway and Hansen winning 5 places just after the start. It is going to be very interesting. Anyways, there is Elias Stromer, 18 seconds behind. He will queue up.
And he's just coming up behind them now. We'll see him joining any second. Hopefully he doesn't brake a little too late and rear end anyone. Doesn't look like he's going to. Slowing down nice and early.
So that's strategy. He's slowing up now to have time to get the tires up to temperature.
Well, slowing down early as well to heat those brakes up and channel some of that heat into the tyres.
This is interesting. This is very interesting.
There you go. You can see him. You can see him pressing those brakes and then jerking the car forward, getting those brakes heated up again. He's holding those brakes on. You can see by the rear lights, dragging those brakes to keep them as hot as he can.
Yeah, he catch them a little bit too early. I think his tires will be cold too, because he catch them a little bit too late, too early.
And I think he is going to be the one to watch on this restart.
Leon Van Elvoet also lost 5 places, just noticed now. The drivers that were first and second are now last and second last.
And can we just mention the fact that Elias's car says, just send it on the side of it. So I think that's what he's about to try and do, especially as he's positioned himself in the middle of the track. He's holding back a little bit.
Gerard, we might be on to see one of the best recoveries of this league. Anyways, the safety car will go in. So the lights
are going. Elias has stepped on it.
We should be watching the front of the race because there are overtakes. Already Nicola Hansen is leading the race now.
Elias has gained a position straight up into P7. There's a 3 wide just ahead of him. We're watching on board right now. Did he just gain another position? Not quite.
Side by side. Oh, there's someone spinning. That's Ethan Ridgway.
That was Ethan Ridgway.
And that's also Kansas Gentry.
Elias up into P4 now.
2 wheels on grass. Elias Stromer is already up in 4th place.
And that was a fabulous, fabulous onboard to watch then.
Wow, Jared, you have been very inspired to put the camera on board of Elias. Anyways, Nicolas Hansen is leading the race now. Steven Leonard in 2nd place, Scott Smith in 3rd place, and Elias Stromer looks absolutely charged to come and get a win. But Nicolas Hansen with that Audi livery is leading the race, and seeing an Audi livery in 1st place, it reminds me of the Le Mans when Audi was absolutely dominating that one. Anyways, there are still drivers close. Elias Stromer is now very close to Scott Smith. They are side by side going through turn 1. Will Elias Stromer do the move on Old Hall corner?
On the Beans car.
Very close there. Wheel to wheel. Scott Smith is 2 wheels on the grass, but I think Elias Stromer just got a position. They are still side by side going through Island Bend. My bad, they were going through Cascades. Now they are going through Island Bend. And then they will go to Shell All's corner. And they are still going side by side. Scott Smith will have this side. Not anymore because he's gone wide. I think he hit a wall. Yeah, I think he hit a wall because he's stuck there.
Absolutely glorious racing. Elias back up to P3 now.
And look how much he's recovering to Steven Leonard. He looks like he's driving a different car to the others. That's absolutely incredible. I wonder what happened to Scott Smith. To Scott Smith, did he hit the wall there?
I'll check our telemetry to see. Scott Smith, let's take a look. Oh, that was the beginning of the race. Unfortunately, I don't have any telemetry on that one. Looks like he may have made a mistake that wasn't too drastic. So my telemetry didn't pick it up.
He's done a mistake again because he lost another place. Anyways, Elias Stromer is not very close to Steven Leonard. He's up on his gearbox. And now, will he try to send one in Shell Oil's corner? He's a little bit too far back to think about it. And he just backs out. Lap 7 out of 15. Elias is very fast. We're now going through Knickerbrook and then Clayle and then Druid's Corner to round up the last section of corners, and then last corner is the low corner with the deer lip, and then we will start lap number 8 with Elias Stromer on the tail of Steven Leonard. Oh, and he gone wide. He's gone wide. So that's Elias' chance to get a move done. And he's up into second place, but they are still going side by side. He's a wheel ahead. Now he's a wall car ahead of Steven Leonard. Elias Stromer up in second place. But Steven will surely think about it.
Ooh, that was close. He's gone wide again.
Oh.
That'll lose him a little bit of time for Steven.
But that's it. Elias Stromer is up into second place. And he's only 1.4 seconds behind Nicolas Janssen. Jared, we might see Elias Stromer coming back in the lead. Before
yeah.
lap 10.
There we go, there is a live relative time right there for everybody who wishes to know how close he's going to get.
Yeah, no, he's going to catch him. He's going to catch him. This lap or next lap, he's going to be absolutely on his tail. Because look at the gap going down. Oh, there was Steven Leonard. He gone wide.
Yeah, he did yet again.
He lost 1 place, 2 places. He's down into 5th place. So Elias Stromer, in the last interview that I've had with him, he said that these cars are very, very hard to drive and it's very easy to do a mistake. Steven Leonard proved that now.
Elias just getting the fastest lap, which was a whole 6/10 faster than Nicolas Hansen there. Oh, and then Leon Elroot getting the next fast lap with a 1:19.
We've seen Leon, he's very fast. He finished the qualifying in second place, so he is also a fast driver, but he has been involved in 2 incidents that made him lose a lot of positions and also a lot of time as well. But Leon Van Elvoet catched Victor Hansen, and I think we should be watching that because he will surely think about a move. They're very close now, going to
Victor Hansen slowed right down. Elwood's gone straight past him.
Is that strategy? Maybe he just wanted to see Leon Van Elvoet is winning so much time and try to get on with him to catch the first 2 drivers, but that doesn't work. Leon is just too fast. Anyways, the gap is not going down as fast as the last laps.
Well, the question is, how long can the tyres hold on to this sort of pace? You know, Elias just got the fastest lap back again, 1:19.3. That 1:19.9.
Is Leon catching? 6.4 seconds. He's there, but he's a little bit too slow to get back to Elias Stromer because there are 6 seconds between those 2 drivers. Anyways, we are seeing now on the timing there are 5 retirements. Steven Leonard is out of the race. Ethan Ridgway is out of the race, and Scott Smith is in the pit lane. So maybe we will only have 5 cars finishing this race. If all the cars will finish the race. Jared, when Elias was in the pit lane. We thought he's out of the race or he will go out only for the fastest lap. Now he's 7/10 of a possible race win here after crashing in the first lap. So, wow, talking about incredible mental.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was extremely lucky that race control gave him his lap back. You know, that very, very nice from race control. And, you know, I'm not sure if any other racers will agree that it was the right thing to do, but, you know, it happens, as we've all seen in real-life racing as well. And he goes for another fast lap again, a 19.7, just getting faster and faster every lap now.
Yeah, he's also benefiting from the slipstream.
Yeah, very true. He's 7/10 behind Nicolaj on average.
We are not having DRS on these cars like we will have tomorrow with the ASR W12 cars. But anyways, the slipstream is still very important on this car, so you know it makes a difference. And Elias Stromer talking about the slipstream, he is in the slipstream.
And we can see the time just dropping as he is in that slipstream as well. You know, the slipstream up that hill before Druids is amazing to have. Even in lower power cars, the slipstream up that hill is absolutely... Oh, he goes wide! That was a bit sketchy.
Oh, the pressure got up to him.
So he's now a second behind. He's got another 4 laps to do this. He technically can still do it. He's got the slipstream still. And you can see that time just dropping on the straight there.
Oh, Vanel done a mistake.
Yeah, Victor Hansen back into P3 there. Looks like Elwood did something. He went off track. Here's a replay now. Oh, he drifted around the final corner. We see that a lot. Quite often that's due to the cars being downshifted a little bit too quickly.
He catched it, but he lost a lot of time. And I was just watching the timing and I was seeing the gap between Elias and Leon getting very big and I wondered what happened. But yeah, Leon has done a mistake. Anyways, 1 second between the first two drivers. I don't want to say any more things because I said that Elias will overtake Nicolaj before lap 10. That didn't happen. So, you know, if I say anything more than this, I will look like a fool. So I will just keep my mouth shut for now. But anyways, the gap is going back down. Seven tenths between the first two drivers with 3 laps to go. So this is going to be absolute neck-to-neck battling between the first two drivers. We are now watching the lap times of these two drivers. So Victor Hansen has lost time on every single lap besides lap 11 when Stromer has gone a little bit wide.
Yeah, and even then it was only a 10th.
Yeah, Stromer is absolutely in a different league.
He's got 2.5 laps left. Do you think he's going to do this one?
I don't know, Jared. I've told you I will not say anything more. It's... Yeah, I don't know. Elias, obviously, he looks faster, but he's stuck behind Nicolaj. He looks like he can't do anything to overtake the Norwegian driver. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We will see. But he's close. Elias Stromer is very close. And now we will go to the last 2 laps. We're in the Lodge corner, the second last corner of this track. The 2 drivers are rounding them. That corner up, and Nicolaj Hansen has got...
He could make a move here.
He's close, Jared.
I was holding my breath then. I was holding my breath.
Ooh, he's very close now. And we're going through a very, very fast section of corners to Shell Oil's corner. That's an overtaking hotspot. And on lap 14 out of 15, we might see a decisive move. We will not actually.
Oh, so close.
cloud. That's inches between the two drivers. Inches. Now on a slipstream to Knickerbrook. As we've said, it's incredible to have the slipstream up here because you can go slingshot past the driver.
Oh, he's gone wide! Elias takes the lead, but he's going to give Nikolaj slipstream for the last lap.
Oh, the pressure got up to him. The Norwegian driver has just done a mistake and lost the lead. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, and he locked up.
He locked up and he's gone. The pressure was too much for Nikolaj there. Is he going to keep hold of P2? Sorry, he is going to keep hold of P2. And the white flag has flown. Elias sailing off. He can probably relax a little bit now. He's got a 7-second gap. Hopefully he doesn't try and overdrive it for the last lap. And he just keeps it nice and cool.
Wow.
Well, that was a dramatic end to an absolutely fantastic race. And we do have another race coming right up after this as well.
Yeah, Jared, I cannot say anything more than wow, I'm speechless. Elias has done an amazing race, and I just wanted to say before Nikolaj has spun, I wish to see a battle between these two drivers because we've seen they are both so fast and yeah, pre-said it ended like this, but anyways, all props to Elias because he has done an amazing race and he's now very close to the win. He's now rounding up the last section of corners. In lap 1, he collided with a wall. He stayed in the pit lane for 2 laps. When the safety car was out, he was a lap down. He got his lap back. He recovered all the places. And now he wins the first race at the Oulton Park. Absolutely amazing recovery. And this was, for me, one of the best recoveries that I have ever seen in any race. Nicolas Hansen second place, Victor Hansen in third place, Leon Van Elvoet, he was also very fast, but he has done 2 big mistakes. Chances Gentry will finish 5th. Gerard, what do you make out of this race?
Well, it makes me very excited to see the next race now. I want to see what happens. Because we're going to get those guys that finished in the top at the back of the grid instead, so that's going to be really, really, really interesting.
Elias Stromer, the last place. Does it sound familiar to you?
And there we have the first race results. We're going into a small warm-up session now, which will last for approximately 2 minutes. So, we're going to take a very, very, very quick break while these guys do a bit of a warm-up, just so we can rest our voices for a moment. And we'll be right back at the beginning of the next race. And welcome back to the 11th race of the Untitled Racing Rookie Road Series. We have just finished our warm-up session for the next race, waiting for these guys to grid up. There they are, gridding up right now. We've got... should have Ethan in P1 this time, as he finished last in the last race. Depends if he actually grids. Oh, okay. We've got Kansas, Leon, Victor, Nikolaj, and Elias. Small grid. The lights are out, and away they go.
We're not having enough cars.
Yeah, so not a lot of cars for this one. It's only 15 laps, though, so it shouldn't be too crazy. But these guys at the back, these quick boys, are going to have to navigate the way around. So hopefully, the theoretical slower cars are going to give them a hard time about it.
There's no one slow, Jared. Oh! Hansen was very wavy there.
Elias going for a move already.
This is revenge.
Oh, there's someone on the grass.
Oh, there was Hansen. There was Victor Hansen, I think.
Oh, and Nikolaj Hansen does the same thing. I'm wondering if they're brothers, because if they are, they just copied each other exactly.
Oh no, we're having a 5-car race and we're already in the wall. Wow, this is the worst scenario that you could ever see. Where is the safety car?
Well, it wasn't big enough pilot for a safety car, I think race control thinks. And I think, other guys just saw the sheer pace and getting decimated by the top 2 guys in the previous race that they didn't fancy continuing tonight.
Anyways, we will now see an actual battle between Leon Van Elvoet and Elias Stromer, because Leon has finished the qualifying second. We've seen in the first race that he was very fast, he set some incredible lap times, but with the mistake that he has done, he wasn't close to Elias, and now Elias Stromer is behind him, so we might see an interesting battle between the Dutch driver and Elias behind him.
That's true. Leon was particularly quick actually in the previous race. He did nearly steal the fast. Oh, we did it! We did it! No, that was weird. He went straight. I'm wondering if that was a wheel disconnect.
No, I think when you get on the grass, there is nothing you can do about it. I don't think you can turn on the grass.
Oh man, I almost feel bad there because I think we commentator cursed him, and it feels like we've done a few commentator curses today.
Oh yes, sadly. So Elias Stromer now he's with only Kansas Gentry ahead of him. Can Kansas Gentry keep Elias behind, or is it going to be a very easy pass for the German driver? 1.5 seconds between them, but still 40 laps to go, so it's a long way to go till the end of the race, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm hoping we do get a few more battles, otherwise we could see these gaps spreading pretty far, and Kansas is doing quite a good job at the minute in keeping a bit of distance.
Jared, Elias has been 7/10 faster in the last lap, so if my math is correct, he will catch him in 2 laps.
Absolutely correct, yes.
Oh, that's bad. But the slogan that he has on the side of the car with "just send it" worked magic for him today. For Elias Stromer. 1.8 seconds now, so Kansas Gentry pull out some tenths.
I think Kansas is going to get a fast lap this lap, unless it was just a bad one from Elias. Let's take a look at what their sector times were looking like.
Elias is faster. He's recovering on every single sector.
So yeah, Kansas getting a fast lap of a 1:20.3.
But Kansas Gentry was also a fast driver. He finished qualifying in 3rd place, so surely he's not slow.
Well, if he keeps it nice and clean like he is, then he might stand up a chance here. Because he's managing to keep Elias between 1.3 and 1.5 seconds behind. Just needs to keep him there, just outside of slipstream. And he will make this.
Yeah, I agree, but it's hard.
It is very hard to keep this on for an entire race. I mean, I think that's what kind of took out Nikolaj in the previous race, was just that pressure in general.
Yeah, but you know, I know I've mentioned this in the first race also. It's very hard to control these cars, and it's, you know, very easy to do a mistake. So to go like this, lap after lap after lap, for about 20 minutes, it's pretty hard. This is why I don't think this will go to the end of the race. But, well, I really, really hope that I'm wrong on this one. 1 second between Kansas and Elias.
Yeah, Elias slowly going there. We're a third of the way through the race now. It's, it's going quite quick, I think, while we're watching these guys try and keep their positions. Leon Elwood getting a fast lap there, a 20 flat, a 1 minute 20 flat. But he is 12 seconds behind the next car, so I'm wondering if he's going to try and cut that down a bit.
No, he's 12 seconds to Kansas, so he's 4 seconds to.
Ah, my apologies. I was reading the gap time, not the interval time.
Yeah, no problem. But I was just doing some calculus to think if he might. He can get a podium place, but it's hard. He needs to recover about 2 seconds per lap. No, he needs to recover half a second per lap. It's possible. It's possible. So for Leon, it's up for grabs to get a podium place in this race. Anyways, we're still seeing the sector times between Gentry and Stromor, and we can see that they are pretty split up. One sector, Gentry is faster, and the other one is Stromor faster. That's beautiful right there, but that's not beautiful because Gentry has gone a little bit wider and it has just lost 6,000ths of a second. 600ths of a second. And now again, Gentry is faster on a second sector. So, yeah, the gap is pretty much the same between the first two drivers. And now I'm wondering, is Elias saving the tyres?
I think he very well could be saving the tyres. I mean, Kansas just got a fastest lap of 1:19.9, which isn't obviously the fastest that we've seen so far, but it's still near the fastest, so he's pushing clearly.
Gerard, I think something happened to Victor Hansen.
Yeah, both Victor Hansen and Leon, actually. Let's go take a look at that. So this is Victor Hansen. I guess he's going to downshift a bit too quick here. Yeah, classic. Absolutely classic there. Oh, and there's Leon as well.
Leon lost a lot of time.
He did lose a lot of time.
8 tenths. So Elias recovered 4 tenths in the last lap. No, 3 tenths in the last lap. And that was, I think, fastest lap for Elias Stromor. 1:19.8. That's the fastest lap. So now this is it. Is this the moment he thinks it's good to try and get the first place with 8 laps to go? Well, 8.5 actually. 6 tenths now. He's in that slipstream zone that we talked about before.
Yeah, so up that hill and down that straight coming up right now. I'm going to get the map up so you guys can see this as well. There we are.
And now we will go to the lodge corner, the second last one. And the last corner is, yeah, the English people that drive on this track, they consider that corner a corner, the deer lip. It's pretty much straight line, but that's considered the last corner. Anyways,
Elias
we
setting
are,
fastest lap again, 119.6. That is hugely quick, that one is. I think that's almost matching his fastest lap in the previous race as well.
yeah, he's gonna catch him. That's very clear. But now I wonder if he will be able to overtake and where, because it's very hard overtaking on this track, you know, very fast corners. It's obviously the chance that you have in Shell Oil's corner or into turn 4.
Yeah,
But
and most overtakes we've seen have simply been from people making mistakes. So I'm wondering if he's going to try and push Kansas into a mistake instead of going for a sort of normal overtake.
yeah, exactly. And we've seen that Stromer is pretty good at putting pressure up. So Leon is not as fast as he was before. He's 9.7 seconds behind Nicolaj, and he's not recovering actually. Elias was there a wheel off track, some grass going up there, but he's very close. Now he's up on the gearbox, and Kansas is gonna leave it wide there. So he's surely feeling the pressure. Will Elias try to go for a move here? He's surely thinking about it because we've seen him going on the inside line. Now, through cascades, no move through here is very hard, but this is his chance. Oh, up the hill to the Shell Oil's corner. Nope, he's too far. 4/10.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a battle of pure defense for Kansas now.
Jared, I've just said that Leon is not as fast as I thought he's going to be. Not only that he has not recovered anything to Nicolaj Hansen, Victor Hansen has also overtook him and he's losing time to him. I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
has
is. That's strange. Perhaps he's just not having a particularly good race. He did have a crash a moment ago, I think. Oh no, that was the one that we saw previously. Oh, Elias! That was Elias! Gonna take a look at this. The one mistake he's made in both races now. That's a bad one, unfortunately. Kept it out the wall though, so no damage.
Now, Jared, are we gonna see an amazing recovery again? Or is it race down? Race
6
because
seconds in 5 laps. I don't think he's going to manage that one. I think, unless anything else absolutely mad happens, I think we've got our final finishing order now.
Yeah, so that was for Elias, just that tiny bit on the grass, and you know, it just sends you around. There's nothing you can do. As soon as you put a wheel on the grass at this speed, you are around. It was amazing from him to save it and not crash with the wall.
Yeah, absolutely, especially going to gravel, because as soon as you hit gravel in these things, you just go straight.
Yeah, we've seen the crash of Leon Elwood. He has got a wheel on grass and then he has gone straight through the wall. Anyways, talking about Leon Van Elwood, he's 3 tenths behind Victor Hansen, so we should be keeping an eye on there because he's close.
He's very close and got very close under braking there as well.
Are those peanuts? Or he's... Oh, it's...
We said it again. Every time we look at him. Every time.
Oh, I don't know. I always wondered when I was a kid, are drivers actually seeing themselves on the big screens on the track? I always wondered these things.
That's true. I think it definitely put me off if I saw that.
Exactly. I know that MotoGP riders, I don't know how many of you actually watch MotoGP, but I know that MotoGP riders actually see themselves, and every time there's an onboard with their motorcycle, they salute their fans, and that's very interesting, but I don't know if the Formula 1 or, you know, racing drivers in general see themselves.
Yeah. Interesting. And it looks like Leon may have just lost out on gaining a position on Victor there, just because of that small mistake. You know, 4 laps left, 1.4 seconds, and not a great amount of time in the laps.
Jared, Elias recovered 1 second in the last lap.
That's true, but he's going to have to recover a lot more than that to get the position, unfortunately.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds. It's too much. It's a little bit too much. I don't think he will be able to. Oh, and he's losing time again. I think he has done a mistake. He has done a mistake. Nicolas Jensen overtook Elias Stromer. So
Go for a replay on this one. Yeah, Elias went off track just before the hill. Starting back up on that hill is not what you want. It's the cars don't particularly like that hill.
Yeah, he lost concentration. He's not one with the car anymore.
Although he is now gaining on Nicolas Hansen again, so we might see another interesting battle between the two of them.
We've seen Elias when he's concentrated, when he's going for it. He's an absolute animal. But yeah, Leon Van Elvot overtook Victor Hansen. I think Victor Hansen has done a mistake too because he's.
Victor Hansen had a crash at the back there. Let's go and watch that, shall we? Victor Hansen there in the Repsol car. I reckon he's going to downshift too quick. It sounded like it. Yeah, he certainly did.
Yeah, but it happened exactly like Elias. Oh.
Woo, that was very close.
It happened exactly like Elias Stromer with his first incident, you know? One wheel on the grass and you're around.
Going back live again.
Can Elias get the second place back? I know he's angry, so hopefully he will not try to actually send it and collide with Nicolas.
Well, there's 3 laps left, and I think, you know, he's got plenty of extra time to do it now. You know, he's only 6 tenths behind and he's gaining quickly. Especially with that slipstream, he's going to gain quickly.
Now we will start lap 13 out of 15, so Elias has now 3 laps to get the place back from Nicolas. When he's gone a little bit wide there again, so.
But he's maintained the speed as he is still dropping time.
It's 5 tenths, 6 tenths. But he's up the slipstream, you know, going through Shell Oil's corner. Hopefully we will not see any more mistakes, especially from Kansas Gentry, because Kansas is damn.
Yeah, Kansas has had a fantastic race so far. It doesn't look like he's put a foot wrong at all, unlike in the first race. But no, I think he's got this one in the bag, unless we've just cursed him.
Hopefully we didn't. Oh, and we.
Oh. I mean, that was Nicolas. We didn't do that. So just saying that out there, we didn't do that one, okay? So Elias does gain his P2 back. Feel sorry for Nicolas again because that's exactly the same way that that Elias took P1 in the previous race.
Yeah, everyone has done a mistake besides Kansas Gentry. Hopefully we haven't cursed him. Yeah, anyways, props to the driver. He has done an amazing race, you know, going 15 laps when I think everyone besides him has done at least 2 mistakes. So to go like on rails from start to this moment is an absolute achievement. Let alone leading the race.
Yeah, absolutely. And Elias still set in purples as well there, as we see.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's, you know, he's wanting the fastest lap. It's impossible to come back to Kansas. There are 7.8 seconds. Yeah, anyways, I was talking about in the first race. I was talking about the passion that these guys have for these races, and you know, I've actually had the chance to play some games with some of them, and they are all such amazing people. Like it's actually it was unexpected for me. But yeah, absolutely amazing. All of these guys, you know.
Yeah, it is a fantastic community over here at Untitled Racing, and you know I should probably throw in, if you're in the chat and you're not already in the Discord server, just drop into our description and take a look.
You heard. Elias has done a mistake.
Oh no. Let's see where that was. Let's have a look where that was. There. Oh yeah, it was a bit of a nasty. Oh no, he's gonna have to catch Nicolas yet again. In 1 lap. Oh no, I'm not sure if that's going to happen very, very easily. Going back live.
Yeah, sorry.
7 tenths in 1 lap. Unless Nicolaj messes up, then...
He's gonna send it. He's not far. Elias is not far, but he has one chance in the large corner, and yeah, he's too far back. 5 tenths, 4 tenths now. He might. 3 tenths now.
I think he's gonna try it. Maybe.
Anyways, Kansas will win the race.
Yeah, Kansas crossing the line now.
Led from start to finish and has done a pretty perfect race. Elias too far back to think about it, and that's it.
Oh, and he messes up again. No, just keeps it out of the wall though. Lucky for him, so he will get that P3.
Oh,
Nicolaj gaining that P2. He's probably going to be happy about that one after the mistakes he's made in the race. Victor Hansen getting P4, and Leon van Elwood getting the P5. Well, fantastic race that one was.
so they are enjoying what I just said. These guys are absolutely amazing. They were doing donuts even after all of those mistakes. They are still having fun, you know. Anyways, the results from the feature race: Kansas Gentry in first place and the winner of this race, Nicolaj Hansen second, Elias Stromer third, Victor Hansen in fourth place, and Leon Elwood finished fifth. I don't know, I think he has done a mistake too, but I might be wrong. Anyways, I don't know if we will have interviews.
We don't typically for rookie races. We reserve those for the big leagues, like we will do tomorrow in our W12 F1 race in iRacing. So make sure you all come and tune into that one. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. You know, such a close grid there and so much drama. And we are very shortly looking to announce our next season of GT3 racing. So, if you're not already in the Discord, jump in the Discord if you like GT3 racing. And, sign-ups will probably go live for that at some point very, very soon. Otherwise, feel free to come join any of the rookie races. The rookie races are completely free content. All you need is an iRacing subscription, and you don't need to buy any extra cars or any extra tracks. You can just join in, no matter how good or potentially bad you are. Other than that, I think we're reaching the end of our stream now. Fantastic race. Absolutely loved that first race. One of the best ones that I think I've commentated on for quite a while. And thank you very much to Edward for joining me as well. Thank you for your help tonight.
Well, thank you, Jared, for your invitation, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow for the W12 race.
Yep, as am I, and I will be back here with you guys tomorrow. But until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.